Zachary Levi, R, period, we, period, paying, period, attention, period, yet? What does this emoji mean? Just embarrassed? What is this? Do I have autism? The Door Brothers, we just made a $200,000 AI movie in just one day. The word just is there twice. Yes, this is 100% AI. 100% was the prompting AI? Was your prompt AI? Because if no, that's not 100%.
I'm really busy. Can you get Sophia today?
What? No, I have a meeting. I can't.
Oh, shit. Fine.
Reporting what is...
Well, this is not in 4K, so AI is not looking too good so far.
Being called a geomagnetic storm.
And, oh.
Caused by a massive...
Okay, that doesn't look good. What did you prompt for this character's look? Like Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill Volume 2, but without the eye patch or something? Like what? Sin City character, maybe? Like what? A little bit of Mila Jovovich. Why? Sorry. Why is this guy next to the elevator dead? Also, taking an elevator when things are like, you know, taking an elevator in an emergency like this, you're asking to die, basically. Oh yeah, Nurse from Planet Terror. Yeah, you're right. Actually, that is really close. Whew. Those are weird stairs. You're the only person that left? Was this one prompt or did you stitch together many prompts? Did you, in the prompt for AI, did you say also include the Door Brothers watermark in the top left corner the entire time? Because if not, it's not 100% AI, okay? You're exaggerating. Which, I mean, AI tends to do. This guy was two guys for a second. There's like another... He's got a third leg. Okay, he's like two guys holding one gun. Maybe a conjoined twin situation. Now he's like one guy. Okay. These sound... I don't know if the sound effects are AI. As in, I don't know if like it's a part of the same prompt or if they're edited together. It seems like probably edited together. I like how when the gun's on screen, we hear gunshot sound effect. Like it implies that the officer like, ooh, he just like got a quick shot at our main character for some reason. Phew, like she's running, and then he just like dips, you know. Where's that? Okay, sorry. Where's that police car going? There's no road here. There's a barricade here. Where is this police car going? Where is it trying to go? What the fuck? The way it turns is really weird. Like it like shifts the back of the vehicle. That's so weird. The fire ain't look too bad. That was necessary. That was absolutely necessary on a parked vehicle. A parked vehicle. Why are you doing this? Why did you do that? Cybertruck. Ah! Ah! The virtue signaling.
Sophia! Mom! I love you. I'm on my way.
Do we know anything about this character?
I need you to hide. Get underground.
Is it just an earthquake? Like, what's happening? I thought jet fuel couldn't melt steel beams. Who? Is that in front of you or behind you? Is that in front of you or behind you? What's happening? Like, what? There needs to be, like, continuity with the action. Come on. Like, do you see it? It would be nice to have a perspective shot from you. You could have generated, like, oh yeah, and then from her perspective through the front window, right? You could see something happening. Then we know where a thing is. Like, that's important, right? Like, that's not a Cybertruck. All the traffic's going this way on the street. So is she, like, way behind there? Like, this is not the same location. It's just an explosion somewhere else. She sees something, presumably in front of her, but all the traffic's going this way. So why are we getting a shot from here? Is this her perspective? Because if this is her perspective, she's going the wrong way on a fucking one-way street, apparently. This car's the other direction. I don't know what's going on. It seems like the AI might be a little confused here. I don't know what's going on. That guy's going... Okay, how many lanes is this road? Up! I like how this guy was just falling from somewhere. Ah! Who was that? Why did they get this shot? You know what's funny? This type of shot, whatever the AI is like trained on, this type of shot mostly exists to hide the fact that a human actor is landing on a mattress. That's usually why you get this type of angle like that. Also, to, you know, you start it here to hide the fact that they're not jumping from very high, right? So this type of shot that it's inspired by using training data shouldn't be an AI, because the whole point of using AI, right? If you're gonna...
It's your year, Adam. You can use your hooves to trample Avengers Doomsday or something. Real talk. I don't know what it means that it's your year, but pop off king.
Pop off! Thank you. Thank you so much, Dead Wolf. This type of shot shouldn't exist in AI, because you don't need to... If you're just generating something on a computer, wouldn't you want to be using your imagination and not being limited? Not being limited by the confinements of practical filmmaking, right? It's like if you're doing something in animation, there's a lot of things you don't have to do also, because you have freedom, right? You have freedom of creativity. Yeah. So like, what's the point? What's the point of this? Look, all we're learning from AI is that people want to watch slop. And it's been a thing since before AI. You notice how all the AI is generating is just like a very specific type of movie for a very specific type of moviegoer. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's been slop the whole time. It's been slop the whole time. The art I consume doesn't appear to be affected. Or the art that I care about the most, we'll put it that way. Generate a Wilhelm scream when one of the explosions happens. That shot was useless. Like, this would be cool if it were like live action, maybe, because then it would be like, oh, how'd they do that? You know, I guess you would have...
You say justice is dead. I say try and nay.
Thank you, Spoodersaurus. I think that meant to say nay. We'll replay that because I want to see if Cool Cat can say nay. I think You're the Horse is a good time to figure that out. Also, you donated $10, so.
You say justice is dead. I say nay.
There we go. He did it. He did it. You're the Horse. It's a miracle. Yeah, you know, it would be an interesting shot practically. Because it would be like, okay, you'd have on another vehicle, you'd have like a crane type of thing that you're moving with like a computer precision, basically. A programmed precision. What kind of fucking stupid ass bridge is this? A wooden bridge with like wide enough to fit these vehicles and just like planks, and like where's the transition from the road that, and there's like lines of paint on it too, like it's kind of implying that the Cybertruck is the reason why the bridge is collapsing too. Because it was fine beforehand. It seems to be only where she is. She's killing all of those people. Make way. Why is she mad? What's in front of her right now? Seems like she's out in the middle of it seems like she's like in a place where in any other film this would be the breath of fresh air, like made it out of that packed chaos, you know, like, but she's like she's still pissed about something in front of her, maybe. That was a terrible collision. Oh my god. Come on, computer. What are you doing? Give me YouTube controls. Yes, come on. Why is my come on. Keyboard, hello. Why aren't you doing it? Oh, fucking god. Why? Okay, spacebar works. Why doesn't my regular... Oh, whatever. I wanted to do frame by frame. What the fuck? Is my function on or something? Okay, K works. Spacebar works. What happened to my frame forward, frame backwards? Thank you, Papa Hercules. Whatever, I guess. Oh, because we're on Twitter and not YouTube. We're on Twitter. That's why. Okay, well, this looks like shit. Okay. Sorry, why is she... She gets hit from... She gets hit from the passenger side. Well, she actually runs into it. This is her fault. Like in an open road. There's no reason why... Like, she did that on the passenger side. Like the force... Yeah, I guess that would... And then, like that, that's the initial force. And for some reason, I don't know if that's a bullet hole. We're missing a sound effect if that's a bullet. Maybe a rock hit her window at the same time. Okay, like head going backwards. And then forwards, implying like, I don't know, did she stop moving? And did she hit something in front of her? We don't know because it didn't show us. Glass breaking. Now your body is just going to the passenger side, and I don't know why. You're going ragdoll. You've got 6 fingers, right? You've got 5 digits and theoretically a thumb behind there. You're like you're scratching the horn, basically. Yeah. What's happening here? This is such a stupid shot. This would be terrible if it were live action too, right? Like that one shot was almost interesting. The rest of this would be terrible live action too. Like it doesn't matter whether or not it's AI. What was that? Like it feels like Slop because it's uninspired, right? Oh, I was crazy.
Good morning.
Please criticize Kash Patel. Please don't have him here uncritically. Like literally covering up child sex crimes for his friends so that they can have more child sex crimes. And not even just that, but like literally just destroy the planet and hoard all the wealth. Like that's your... There's no evidence of anything, actually.
Sleeping Beauty. Why don't you get the president on the phone?
Is that John Hamm?
We have her.
I'll be right there.
Are you going to talk about the kids you're doing? Well, completely uncritical with those characters, very interesting, but decided to put them in anyway. You decided to be political, just not in any way that matters, especially right now. Okay, well, the Door brothers, there's some doormen. Do they have like a YouTube channel? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're just posting on X because Elon will be friendly to them if they do that. Okay. No, yeah, they have a YouTube channel. 273,000 subscribers. AI video production company in Berlin, Germany. How come that one's not? Oh, you have just a video called Feminism? Let's check it out.
Tell me that you love me, baby. Get my name tagged. Hey, I still be with some niggas.
Oh, this is about Iran? I don't want to get copyright claimed for 21 Savage, but you know. Okay. You know, not the direction I was expecting, but okay. By fascists. Okay, what is this?
Frustrated when someone disagrees with you? Do their words make you uncomfortable or even mildly annoyed?
We're loud.
Okay, this is more what I was expecting. This is very 2016. This is very 2016. Which, you know, you could understand why in 2015, 2016, this was a thing that took off, right? You could understand that. Right now, it seems like really, really, really fucking culturally tone deaf. Like, I'm sorry. The political power is with the dude doing actual fascism stuff right now. You can't just scoff at the concept of fascism being like, look at all these woketards. If somebody says something about fascism, it's because they are mildly annoyed and disagreed with, not because people are literally being fucking murdered. Right? Like, literally.
We're proud.
Now, there's hope.
I actually like Joseph Rogan.
With Fascisma, you can take control of every conversation again. Just one Fascisma a day empowers you to instantly label anyone you disagree with a fascist.
Oh, you know. That's exactly what's happening. It's just a disagreement. It's just a disagreement. That's it, you know. Because, like, how could they be fascist if they're not literally speaking German? Checkmate. Duh.
No research, no nuance, no problem.
You don't. Yep, no nuance, no research at all. Yep, not based on anything. It's literally just a buzzword. Literally just a buzzword. Not based on any critical thinking whatsoever. Oh, sorry, what's that? You're using the word woke? I'm sorry, what's that? You're against DEI? Oh yeah, fascism is just a buzzword that people use the word to avoid meaningfully engaging in actual conversations. That's totally what's happening right now. That's totally what's happening.
Recycle?
By the way, everything's woke. By the way, I've created these caricatures of left-leaning people.
You're a fascist!
Are you trying to spot me?
You're a fascist. You want to vote for the only anti-war candidate in a post-9/11.
Sorry, were people calling Ron Paul supporters fascists? Okay, so this is a German production company, so either they're just like signaling hardcore to America, which is, you know, a lucrative business model because a lot of American right-wingers they'll just consume the slop, right? Doesn't matter what you say, right? It's a really easy way to make money. But it seems like if they're not being explicitly pro-Trump in this video, then it seems like they at least realize, these Germans at least get the memo enough to be like, okay, yeah, that might, like, we'll just say Ron Paul. As if anybody was saying Ron Paul supporters were fascists. Like any meaningful person. Okay, we're not talking about one person on Twitter. Right?
Era, you're fascist.
Fascism, because it's easier than
Her words, Thanos to baby.
thinking.
Have you ever tried internalizing why someone else believes something without calling them a racist, bigot, or a Nazi?
Have you ever internalized why someone disagrees with something without calling them woke, DEI, libtard, etc.? Like, this is...
My therapist is a fascist.
Proven to help you feel morally superior, even when you're advocating violence against those you disagree with. Side effects may include smugness, loss of family, online argument.
Well, I mean, the guy in president that people... the guy in power, the president of the United States that people are calling a fascist right now, is committing violence on people he disagrees with. Objectively. Intentionally, right? That's what is happening currently right now. Like, your guy, like, oh, well, he's not my guy. I wanted Ron Paul. That's what the video is really about. Even though I'm only directing this at one aisle politically, even though I'm only directing this to the left, when it's not a fucking universally left-leaning thought to criticize, right? People look for easy answers and ways to not engage with thoughts meaningfully. That's just humans. And it sucks, because most people are fucking NPCs, right? Most outrage is selective. If somebody fucking moral figitos over whatever on Twitter, right? Chances are they wouldn't be doing it if it was somebody that they like doing the same thing. And they're only just hiding things in their pockets to just waiting for the right moment to feel safe in using that against somebody that they already have some sort of negative feelings towards, or already have some sort of bias against, or already have some sort of like resentment or jealousy towards, right? That's just what people do, because people are fucking stupid. Everybody's a fucking NPC, including the guy that made this video, obviously, right? Very few people capable of actually forming their own thoughts, which sucks. It sucks. But to act like this is just like a left-leaning problem is just either willfully ignorant or, you know, intentionally dishonest, or just dumb, I guess. You think just because someone diddled some kids, they're a fascist?
Against those you disagree with. Side effects may include smugness, loss of family, online arguments.
And yeah, of course, this video implies, like, the leftists are the real violent ones right now.
Inflated ego, decreased critical...
And it hasn't historically been the other way.
Thinking, bullet engraving, and extreme intolerance.
It's exclusively on the left.
Ask your doctor if fascism is right for your echo chamber.
So this is after, like, this would have been after both Trump assassination attempts, right? Which were not done by left-leaning people?
Fascism, because labeling someone a monster...
Like, I'm pretty sure one of them was a libertarian, actually. Wait a minute, yeah, wasn't one of them literally, like, libertarian, right?
Monster makes it easier to kill them.
What an interesting fantasy. What an interesting fantasy world. But I guess that's what AI is good for, is just kind of reaffirming your thing. Anyway, Zachary, Levi, y'all, I don't share posts about the progress of AI content because I like it, or even think it's at this moment on par with human creativity and artistry. I think he does like it, though. I share them as continuous updates in the evolutionary process of what will eventually become the indiscernible from human-made art and entertainment. You know, we'll see. You can call it slop all you want, and most of it is still that, but only for now. 3 years ago, Will Smith eating spaghetti was nightmare's fever dream. It's essentially found footage of actual Will Smith eating spaghetti. Based on what we're seeing currently, what does the next 3 years have in store? I mean, yeah, the technology is progressing. And this is just referring to video content. Have you listened to where AI music has gotten to recently? It's essentially already escaped the uncanny valley. Not for people with really good ears. Unfortunately, it still sounds like weirdly compressed and like low quality. Which you'd think would be easily fixable, but I just don't know if they want to like commit the bandwidth to something that like most people aren't going to notice. That might be the issue. Music that is so good and so full of emotion and soul that you'd have no idea it was AI unless it's clearly indicated. And even after knowing it's not human, it still seems to resonate in an entertaining way. This is where we are right now. It's not going to get any worse. What? What do you mean it's not going to get any worse?
When the drip is respectable.
Oh. Thank you, Eli. I understand what he meant. It's the technology is not going to get any less convincing, I think is what he meant. It'll only keep getting better. We can collectively bury... I like to say bury sometimes, but I'm back to bury. Bury our heads in the sand, or we can do something about it. You can avoid reality, but you cannot avoid the consequences of avoiding reality. Ayn Rand. Well, that's fun. You know, he was still good in Shazam. And The Unbreakable Boy. Oh yeah, no, the Ayn Rand quote at the end makes it a very funny post. Yeah, I mean, it's up for debate if we're going to say it's full of emotion and soul. I would say entertaining, yeah. I could say entertaining, I could say catchy. I don't know if I'd say full of emotion and soul at the moment. Even, get this, even 50 Cent AI. Okay? Even many men. It's because music is like math, right? Like music is a formula, it's an equation, right? I mean, technically everything's math. Like Darren Aronofsky's Pi. Speaking of Darren, AI. Vera Drew commented, "Mom, come look, I made a diarrhea today. It took 1 day to poo-poo, Mommy." We just made a $200 million... What? I didn't even read 200 million the first time. We just made a $200 million AI movie in just 1 day. Yes, this is 100% AI. Okay, if you have a 3 minute and 15 second long film and it costs $200 million, I don't care what it is. That's not very good. That's a bad use of money. Vera Drew, director of The People's Joker. Good. I would call it a good film. Not for everybody. Oops, that was a butt. Censor that, Olivia. But she's cool, and I'd like to see whatever she does next. Also cool that it was like, you know, a fair use type movie. I like that. All right, let's see this other one. There's no way Hollywood won't be affected by this. Mommy, come wipe my butt. I made a stinky poo-poo. Vera Drew has some funny commentary on this. Insane 2-minute fight scene made with Sea Dance 2.0. We are not ready for this. The cambric explosion of content has already started. If that's, I don't know if I pronounced that word correctly. Cambric? Cambridge University? I didn't really feel much impact from that. Okay. It's missing impact. Okay, this is just Iron Man. Okay, like what was the point of that lens here? Like, because then we get like into almost like fisheye, which doesn't make any sense for this type of shot at all. This is like the perspective on this is really fucking wonky. Ew. Ew. Are they in a bowl? And then what's this like extra frame that just like pops up? I don't know why it feels like there's an extra frame. Olivia, pause on the extra frame. I can't right now because I'm on Twitter instead of YouTube. What did that do? Did he land on a guy? Oh, convenient. He landed in between some guys. Mommy, I made poop from a butt. What's happening? Oh, now he's God because he... Is the fight scene over? I'm sorry, like, that was a really... literally falls on his back, you killed him? That's it? My one weakness. Being on my back. He's never gonna get up. He's like a turtle. Like, he's not dead yet, but like he'll, you know, he's never getting up. They all stood up for a second, and the dude disappeared. That's where he was he not? No continuity, okay. Who's this? We didn't get a very long shot of Chun-Li or whoever this is. Who is this? What? I like how it implied the camera kept going. Like, the camera never slowed down. Right? Just a continuous shot forward, like a drone crashed into her face and they cut. Team Rocket? Oh, Team Wenegate. Ooh. You're not a cat. P? Oh, you're a bunny. Got abs, though. And then Captain KK Camerica. Okay. Oh, they were bad guys? Is she a good guy and they were bad guys? Was the big stone man a good guy? Because if the bad guys killed... Oh, whatever. Sorry, what was that punch? Sorry, what was any of the... Oh, it's so... Okay, here's what's frustrating the fuck out of me. Much like I commented on that one shot where it's like, okay, low angle, guy clearly jumping from like a really short height, right? And then there it is. It's in an AI film, but the shot in of itself is one of the limitations of live action filmmaking, right? Because all it's doing is just copying what live action films are doing. It's frustrating because if you're going to use AI, anyway, and if you're a creative person and you have any sense of like vision for what you want out of a project, you wouldn't literally just be saying, and then they have a fight scene and she wins, and then just waiting and seeing what happens, because then it's going to turn out like this. You're going to have the exact same limitations as you do in live action with AI. What's happening here is we're getting a bullshit fight scene. We're getting a bullshit fight scene where the action is incomprehensible, the cuts are super fucking quick, right? And that's a limitation of live action. And when I say limitation, I mean a practicality, right? When you do action in fucking live action, the easy way to do it is just like, okay, we're going to go in really close. We're going to go in really close and not really cheat the action very well, but we're going to cut quick enough and we're going to have enough coverage. We're going to have like 5 different shots being cut to in the span of like 10 seconds, that even though you're not going to be able to tell what happened, maybe through the sound effect and maybe from like a character being on the ground after, people will go like, oh, okay, well they won or whatever. And people just won't think about it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Why would you want to carry that over into AI? If you're anything approximating any kind of real artist with any kind of vision, you would be looking at what live action does poorly and using AI to compensate for that. Using AI in ways where it's like, okay, the practical reasons why this exists in AI don't affect, or sorry, why this exists in live action practically, it doesn't affect AI, right? What's the whole point of this? What's the point of this if you're just going to do the exact same shit? The same bad shit. And then, you know, maybe the average person won't be able to tell the difference. Why did her hand detach from her arm? Why is her hand floating in midair, detached from her arm? What was it? Like, what's happening? Superhero pose. Does it mean anything? What the fuck just happened? Okay, what's the implication here? He runs forward. I just want to comprehend the action. Is that too much to ask to comprehend? That guy's way back up there. Okay, wait, who's... Oh, whatever. Okay, run forward. Renegade. She uses force field. He glitches back here. There's a man now in a trench that wasn't there before, but he wants to watch because he finds this entertaining. And he's like, ooh, what's happening over here? I'm popping my head out from the trench. The trench that didn't exist before. Rocket Man is glitched back. And he, like, is hurt? Even though he's, like, standing where he was before. He's not even anywhere near it. He didn't get pushed back. He just kind of, like, clipped into the environment and glitched back or something, right? Now he's being propelled from behind him towards her. She's sucking him? She's sucking him. She sucked him down and then really... What? Why did he... Okay, this guy has a lot of hair underneath the mask. Is that Zoe Bell doing the stunts? Like, what? I just want to watch that together, because that was just absolutely incomprehensible. I, like... If I can... Bunny time! Is this Bad Bunny? You know, it's actually comforting to know that the people that enjoy, like, this type of movie, you know, like, over time, we're just going to see more and more evidence that they don't really care about the how it happens. It's just what happens, right? That's what separates, you know, to me, like, art from slop is caring about how something happens instead of what happens. You know, and what happens can be entertaining. You know, a concept is a part of the art. That can help elevate the art. Right? AI right now, the prompts are concepts. There is, undebatably, in my opinion, there is some element of human creativity going into this because it is a human deciding what to prompt. And prompting is concept writing, okay? It's not as artful as having control over what that winds up being and, like, you know, actually caring about what it winds up being and how things happen. Obviously, those are gigantically different things. But to me, like, art, the art that I care about, it's about how something happens, not just what happens. Not just, there was a big guy and then she came in and she kicked their butts. But maybe, you know, to some people, like, literally they're just getting positive affirmation for hanging on to the action figures that they grew up with, you know? And like it doesn't really matter what the film is as long as the action figures are in the film. Why did you do that? Who are you shooting to the side? The wall? Distraction. Distraction even though he's right next to me and could punch me right now. That's not a very good distract. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay, and then he spawned away from her. This guy doesn't have a head anymore and is like his face is like his neck. He's like a Cthulhu type now behind her. And why is he behind her? Wait, is that a different room? That wasn't there before. Okay, behind her right now is a wall and a fire. And then within a half second, this is behind her, which is not that. Who's that? Okay, well, who's the guy behind her then? There's no way Hollywood won't be affected by this. I can understand where they're coming from because they're just looking at the progress. They're like, this is better than Will Smith eating spaghetti. But there are some major hurdles that still have not been addressed. Oh, Will Smith and spaghetti. I like how that's just AI now, is Will Smith and spaghetti. Okay, wait. This says the prompt. Here we go. Sea-Dance 2.0 changed filmmaking forever? Like, in the past, it's already done? What are we talking about? Will Smith fighting a spaghetti monster, epic action film scene, different cuts, 80s movie scene. Different cuts? What do you mean, different cuts? Different cuts? What does that mean? Do you mean like different angles? Do you mean like a variety of angles? Is that what you mean by different cuts? What do you mean by different cuts? Single take would be better if you're What sucks is that most movies are like, you know, generic shit. You know? Most movies are slop. And so if it's training from most movies, then like, fuck, you know, like, ugh. Like this looks like a lot of bullshit that, you know, would be in a theater that people would watch. So I guess they're not wrong in that sense. It's just, you know. I'm so curious about like if we ever get something like that in a theater. Like I think it's bound to happen, right? Okay, let's look at the other prompts he made. Will Smith's fighting a spaghetti monster, epic action film scene, movie scene. Okay, he's wearing Men in Black costume. Is that like Mickey Rourke playing the spaghetti monster? Why isn't it doing anything? Okay, that wasn't very good. Running woman, blonde hair, tropical scenario. Cinematic. A lion is after her. Okay, well, if it's not a white lion. You should have said white lion. The lion looks happy. Okay, the mane is generating as it runs. Okay, the mane, not there. There, okay. Very strange. Okay, you only see the mane when you don't see its butt. And then you don't see a tail for some reason. You know, if it's running, generally its tail would be used to keep balance while it runs. That's like kind of the purpose of a tail. It wouldn't just be like down. It wouldn't be like sad dog tail, you know? Okay. Mane disappearing, reappearing. Oh, we got boobs. But maybe that's all guys really need. Her necklace is appearing and disappearing and reappearing out of existence. Rawr. That wasn't very compelling. Okay, was that Back to the Future guy? Okay. Yeah, but like, there is no going back. This is nuts. But like, what's the a shot like this would be like if there was a scheduling conflict and you needed one reshoot or something for like one shot, and otherwise the shot wouldn't exist, and it's like a fucking like, you know, like, I don't know, like there might be like a practical purpose in some scenarios. It's just this is not. They're exaggerating and they're not being realistic about what it is. Okay.
Hey everyone, Olivia here. It's February of 2026, so here are my $5 and up patrons. Kitsy Salts Rumsfeld at Letterbox, Jordan A, Toby White, Blank, Anchor Wolf, Archeolix, Chloe Carlson, Cybrus, Emil, Gabriel Herrera, Gezro, Happy the Knife, Lemonade Warriors, participating in the hit game Among Us is considered the Encroacher, Lobsterite, Modern Nerd, Nurik Bin, Oh Here She Comes, Osmond, Residual Cheese, Roxy is no longer inside your walls because she has learned that the second season of the TED TV series will be released on Mark, Saliv88, Skanat On, Tammy, the bad gamer named Electrica finally gets a PC, the Flying Marlin, the Super One Player, T-King, Violet, www.openclassactions.com, yup, and Zachary Kane. So, some of you have noticed that most highlights feature a silent screen with every patron instead of my usual outro. The thing is, I used to record one outro and use that for, like, every video of the month. And the repetitive nature of those credits are probably hurting the videos in the algorithm. So, from now on, you will only be getting credits like this on the first video of the month. I apologize to anyone I worried. I noticed some people were a bit concerned in the comment section. Sorry about that. I didn't really know how to communicate that well. But to anyone worried, I'm fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and fuck ice.